If you're suffering from reflections in your machine vision system, the answer might be glaringly obvious. Let's talk about polarizing filters. So when we have an inspection, let's say we're looking at a food package and we've got a label on there, one of these shiny food labels that we tend to get. We've got a camera with a ring light above it. The first thing that we see is this bright spot in the middle, reflecting directly from the ring light, causing glare, hot spots, whatever you might want to call it. To get round that, we turn to polarizing filters. Light travels as a wave in all different directions, coming out of light in all different directions. And it's going to hit our object, and the reason that we can see it is because it's reflected up into our camera. But sometimes there's too much light centered in a certain area being reflected to our camera. So this is where we turn to polarizing filters. You can imagine a polarizing filter like a thin piece of black plastic that we've then cut tiny little slits in. So it's letting some light through, but not all the light. What it's doing is it's only letting wavelengths of light that are traveling in a certain orientation through. So now all of my light is traveling in the same orientation. They hit my part and are reflected up to the camera. Now, as long as they behave themselves, we're going to use a corresponding filter in front of the lens that's going to let those wavelengths in. If they hit that part and they explode and come back in all different wavelengths, we're going to filter them out again with that filter on the lens. Now, a little tip for you, it doesn't go in the same direction. It's 90 degrees from the light because the wavelengths actually rotate as they come back up. Let's say we're looking at something like this, TPL ring light, and we've got a polarizing filter that can fit on the front of that. That's now made my light behave itself. It's all traveling in the same direction. I'm then going to take a filter that's going to fit onto my lens. So this is a lens mount filter. It's going to screw on the end of my lens, just like the bandpass filters we've looked at in the past. But this one's got a little thumb screw on it, and it allows me, once I've got it screwed onto my lens, I can actually rotate the filter. So those little slits, I can orientate them so that they're perfectly aligned to where I want it. And it's a really cool demo when you've got a customer looking over your shoulder, that you've got this really glary hot spot in the middle of your image. And as you start to rotate it, it's going, it's going, it's gone. You're left with this lovely matte, flat image, no reflection. Only thing to bear in mind here is we are cutting out a fair bit of light. So if you've got a fast moving production line, you might have to rethink how much light you're creating. So if you need to up your lighting, then give us a shout. If you're working with a smart camera that's got an integrated light in it, then we do sell a range of polarizing covers to go on that, that's got both the lens and the light filter built into that. So if you're suffering from reflection, maybe polarizing filters are the answer.